Hey Brad, beautiful light rain interspersed with showers from around 10 a.m, rain around 8 p.m. It's cooler today and there's plenty of cloud, feels like more rain to come. Patricia's tank is filled halfway already. Thanks to Green Clean Nature Harmony Stations, you Brad, Russell, Haley, for all your legendary work and intention for Norfolk. Rain is slowly and gently returning. Bill.
Here we are on Norfolk Island. Where are we today, mate?
Cascade Jetty.
Cascade Jetty. So this is a block for the ocean to activate the water to create a resonance so we can draw some rain into the island. So I'm going to get this one in the water and hope for some rain, and we're going to put a whole series of these blocks around the island and some balls in the creeks, and I think we've got 3 harmonizers going in. So here we go. So with an intention to generate rain for the highest good of the land, and we always pay our respects to the nature spirits, the elementals and the original spirits of the land.
Brad, what are you doing there, mate?
Mate, I think it's important when we're installing the nature harmony system to pay the respects to the spirits of the land, or the original spirits of the land, the elementals, the nature spirits. So I've just got a crystal here which belongs to the owner, and I'm going to offer it to the nature spirits, and I'm going to invite them in to work with the system for the highest good of the land. And then I've also got some Agnihotra, so I'm just going to offer the resonance and energy of Agnihotra to the earth so the Agnihotra can work with the system as well. So part of this process is very intentional. As human beings, we already have a powerful intention, and this device is an amplifier of that. So it's important that we are clear with what we want to get out of the system, and in this case we want more rain. Yeah, so that's it. We'll keep going. So day 1 in Norfolk Island, we just put a large scale activation at one of the locals' house, and already we're starting to get these rain clouds coming in. There's a lot of cloud today. We've had the organ beams out for one night, and from my observation there's a lot more cloud cover since yesterday when I arrived, and this will be the second block going on the west side of the island. So we're going to have 2 large scale activations with harmony stations, and then 2 blocks either side, and that's going to help with the generation of clouds. And this is also to create the resonance in the water and clean up the water as well. So with the good intention for the island's best weather for the highest good of the land. Just installed the Nature Harmony Station on the 7th of January 2025, and here's the rain brewing in the background. There wasn't any rain really forecasted for the next 5 to 7 days, but since we got here we set up another system yesterday, and now this system today, it's starting to come. We've already had a few sprinkles, but plenty more to come. We've used copper insulation wire on this one, looks kind of quirky, and some local stones around the bucket, some crystals, and then just a vessel block for the Orgone beam. This doesn't look like a Pacific island, looks like outback Australia, but we're on Norfolk Island, and this is the last dam that dries up, which has been dry for quite some time. A couple of weeks it's been dry. Some nice clouds generating. But yeah, empty dams. So this is a natural spring on Norfolk Island, and I've got a borosilicate glass ball of calcium, and it's been pulsed, activated, so this will structure the water. So I'll put that in. And then this is world water from springs all over the world, and it's been collected by an alchemist friend of mine, all different beautiful water from all different places throughout the world. So I'm going to gift the water to the spring, and then I'm going to fill it up and take it back home, and then it will go back in with the world water again. So there'll be some Norfolk Island water in with the other world water. But yeah, beautiful spot here in Norfolk Island. Whereabouts are we?
Steele's Point.
Steele's Point. So yeah, lovely spot. Got the baby birds over there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's flying around everywhere.
In it goes to structure the water. We've got our first rainfall in Norfolk Island, only about 3 hours after installation. It's hard to see, but the rain is there. Plenty more to come. So here we are on Norfolk Island. We've just installed a Nature Harmony system, the 2.0 with the Orgone beam, and we're with the landowner today and another lovely local lady, and we've just done an activation ceremony, and I was wondering what you guys felt and experienced during that activation ceremony.
Mainly just energy. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Energy.
So a lovely sense of energy.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing, just an increase in the vibrational field.
Yeah.
And then almost at the end, almost a dancing feeling.
Oh, dancing feeling.
Yeah,
Wow.
like as though all the elementals and things had sort of come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we're doing it, we had the butterflies come over, and you can see the butterflies
Coming.
cruising around now.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just a real feeling of harmony and stillness. The wind picked up, as it always does.
Yeah.
Every installation we do, when we activate it, the wind just gusts, and it's a beautiful sign of spirit flowing through the system. So yeah, it's special to be here and to do this for the island. They've haven't had a lot of rain, and really want to bring that rain back. Earlier on we had some beautiful light rain, and hopefully some more today. So yeah, what about you guys? What's your intention for all this?
Well, to bring the rain for the trees, for the earth, for the growing.
The harmony of rain.
The harmony of rain,
harmony.
yeah. For the trees and the plants and the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
All
so
through
it is.
nature.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to welcome into the studio this morning Brad, and he's here to talk about an exciting project. And Brad, I'm going to hand it over to you and tell us what you know.
Yeah, good day everyone. My name's Brad Sparley from Green Clean in Australia. We're a non-for-profit and we have been harmonising the environment in Australia and New Zealand, and this is my first time in Norfolk. I recently just got back from Uluru, where we set up a nature harmony station there, and within a week we had some really good rain in the desert, and we got video footage of all that, as well as the weather reports prior to that there was no rain. And yeah, so some people heard about me and what I've been doing, and they wanted me over here in Norfolk because you guys haven't had much rain.
Tell us a little bit about the Uluru project. Was it big? Was it time consuming? How was it?
Oh, well, I was over there for a conference, and we only set up one system, a 50k system, so that's called a large scale activation. We activated the little water that was there at Uluru and Katajuya, and we put a system in the Aboriginal community there with one of the elders. And yeah, a week later we had some rain, and really happy with the results. So that's just one of the things that we've done. We've been all throughout, you know, regional New South Wales and Queensland and set them up. We've got about 80 in Australia and New Zealand so far. There's actually about 15,000 of these worldwide.
Okay. And these devices, how much room do they take up? What size would they be?
Oh, look, they're 1.5 meters tall, and they sit in a bucket of about 60 litres. They're grounded into the earth, and they're in highly charged water. And what they are is they're cloud generators. So they're made up of organic and non-organic material, which Wilhelm Reich discovered back in the 60s, actually. He discovered Orgone, which is a life force energy, a prana, a chi. That energy that exists in nature is what they're generating, what they're accumulating. And they draw in the energy from the ether, from the atmosphere, and they shoot it up in a big torus field. And by doing so, they harmonise the environment.
Okay, so there's no danger involved with these things?
And no electronics or anything like that, no.
Yeah. So are they battery operated, solar? How do they work?
They get their energy from the atmosphere.
Okay.
So they're always working, they're not connected to any electricity. You know, much like a crystal, for example, emits energy, so does this. It's just a far more powerful contraption. So draws in energy from the atmosphere and sends it back out, amplifies it, and removes stagnation. So what's been happening here on the island is it's built up so much stagnation that the rain's been going around the island. So since we installed it, like on Monday, we had a light shower on Monday, a light shower on Tuesday, and then another light shower this morning at 5:30 this morning. And that's nowhere near enough compared to what you guys need, but it's a good start. So it's generating clouds, and I don't know if anyone's noticed, but up in the sky there's a lot more clouds and a lot more flow as well, a bit more breeze. So in a short matter of time we're going to see some more rain. It'll be more regular rain as well. It's all about bringing everything back into balance the way it used to be. It's strengthening nature's field and working with nature.
And the ideal situation for us here would be to have how many of these devices, Brad?
Look, we already got 2 doing 50 kilometres, but ideally the island's in a bit of a triangle. Ideally we have a third one. I did bring a third one, so we're looking for someone to fund the third one, which is $1,200 installed, and we'll put it on your land. It's very minimal maintenance, and that way there'll be 3 on the island, and that'll hold up nicely. People can always get more later. Like the more you have, the stronger the energy field is. But it's going to hold up nicely with what we've got here already.
Okay, so with the locations you've already got, do you have an area that you would be more suitable than others?
Look, it doesn't exactly matter precisely where it is. It would help if it was a bit of a distance away from the other ones.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just having 3 is going to be like, these are like equivalent to like a small forest. Like the energy that a forest produces that's good for the environment is the same as what these units produce. So having more of them is more beneficial for the ecosystem.
And would you need it to be in a clear area, like not under trees and things like that?
Ideally, because they do pick up a bit of mess from the trees and stuff, and you've got to clean the water out. That's the only maintenance, is cleaning the water, refilling it in the bucket of, say, the 60 litre bucket, and then a bit of agni-hotra down the tube to remove any stagnation that the device can build up.
Okay, and they're originally from Europe somewhere?
Yeah, so a German guy by the name of Ursworth, so you can check him out. He's the founder of this about 6 years ago, and anyone else who wants to learn a bit more about it, I'd recommend Wilhelm Reich. So it's WILHELMREICH, and he's the guy that discovered this energy. And there's another bloke called Trevor James Constable who was working with the weather back in the 60s also. This is no new thing. People have been generating rain and clouds for a long time.
Okay, and how far back are they going?
Oh, right back to the 50s.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so people have been doing it since then. Unfortunately, there's a lot of, nature isn't always natural these days. There is artificial weather making technology that they use, and we really cop it in Australia. Some people have said you guys have had a bit of it here, and we're kind of balancing out, counteracting all that other stuff that's going on.
Okay, and you got any more projects in the fire, like in the mainland?
Just back in the Byron Bay area, there's a bunch of people that are going to get us back there to set up some more systems, and we're being introduced to some like biodynamic farmers. A guy Weedy Garden, apparently we're getting an introduction to him. So yeah, lots of different farmers that are buying them to have more rain on their property, get their garden boosted again. It tends to make everything thrive as well, like all the plants, and also draws in the wildlife that might have left the area due to the stagnation.
And how do people contact you, Brad? Have you got a phone number here?
Yeah, so I've got a phone number in Australia that's not working here, but the best way to get a hold of me is info@nhsgreenclean.org or www.natureharmonystations.org, and it's green clean. And what we're selling is Nature Harmony stations, which are Orgone generators.
Okay, so we're looking for somebody who may be willing to spend $1,200 to place one of these on their property to finish the project here.
Yeah, that would be ideal, mate, if someone can do that. It's a set and forget, just a minimal maintenance, and doing with a good intention to bring some more rain back to the island.
Wonderful. Well, listen, I wish you every success with the project. It sounds fascinating, and I'm loving the stories already, so I'm going to watch this space.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate your time.
Welcome. Thank you, Brad.
Cheers, guys. Setting up in the rain. Doing a workshop in the mill. Going to educate people how to make a harmony station. It's raining. On the beautiful Norfolk Island for this lady, she's just installed a Nature Harmony station. She heard about us on the radio here the other day, and I was just wondering how the process has been with the activation so far.
Well, it's been rather natural.
Yeah.
It just felt right, and I don't know if it was timing or not, but when I heard you on the radio, something inside me just knew that I didn't understand the technology, but there was just a calling that said it was something that the land needed. It's something that I was doing not just for myself, but for the whole community where I live.
Oh, that's special. Thank you. And so what's your intention for this?
Well, it's to, I guess, raise the energy to keep a more, I guess, middle energy. No extremes of dry or wind, but just a nice, comfortable space for everyone to reside in, and also a more heart-centered energy.
Beautiful.
So that the ocean and sky and everything can just cohesively talk to each other, and we have a better result for the ground and thus for the humans and the birds that live here.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's lovely. Thank you so much for your time, and yeah, have fun with it.
I will.
Okay. See ya.
Thanks.
Some promising clouds for the rain. On the last evening, cloud generator's been doing its thing. cloud cover all over the island. It's day 4, the last day on the island, up at Mount Pitt, Norfolk Island. And the first day of installation we had a very light shower, as well as the second day, another light shower. It's been an increase of wind. People say, why do you want wind? Well, wind is flow. Wind can be a catalyst for rain, can knock off the old branches that fertilise the plants. There's many benefits for wind. When I arrived there wasn't any wind, hardly. And there's a lot more cloud cover which will lead to rain. There's about 3 days of rain coming ahead next week and maybe a bit more today. It's been a nice trip.